Hey everyone, thanks for joining. We will be starting in just a minute. We're going to wait a little bit to see if more people join us, and at 8 o'clock we'll start the forecast discussion. Good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Hannah Messier. Thanks for joining us on YouTube. We're going to talk about the latest winter system that we are keeping a little eye on. I know it's March and we're still talking about snow systems, but we will get through this particular snow system. So now I'm going to show you our current watches. We have a winter storm watch in effect for parts of eastern Iowa, really along and north of Highway 30. This does include Cedar Rapids, Dubuque, Fayette, Decorah. This is in effect until from Thursday afternoon through Friday morning, and this will likely get updated the closer we get to this system. So what's causing it? We've got a low pressure system that's going to move through the Midwest. This low pressure system is going to bring mainly snow showers with this particular system really Thursday, and then we'll also see some lingering snow showers on Friday. Let's go into some more details with our timing. So right now, looking at Thursday afternoon, snowfall starts to develop and we start to see some impacts to travel. Then getting into Thursday evening, still seeing heavy snowfall possible. That means your Thursday evening commute will likely be impacted. Then we're looking at snow showers continuing overnight, and then Friday morning we start to see the snow exit the area. So still seeing some lingering flurries Friday morning, so you'll still want to be careful on that Friday morning commute. On our pinpoint futurecast, this is what we have right now at 6 a.m. We have some light snow showers starting to move in Thursday morning. Then the main part of that snow is going to be in western Iowa around 9 a.m. before it really starts to move into eastern Iowa in the early afternoon, mid-afternoon, seeing some heavy snowfall possible, and then 6 p.m. on Thursday also seeing some heavy snowfall possible. Getting into our overnight hours Thursday, we're going to have heavy snowfall possible, again, really all across eastern Iowa. So even if you're not yet in that winter storm watch, you're still likely going to be impacted by this particular system. And then continuing through Thursday night, still seeing the heavy snow, but late Thursday night into Friday morning, we start to see that heavy snow move farther off to the east in places like Wisconsin, Illinois, like Michigan, seeing that heavy snow. But in eastern Iowa, late Thursday night into Friday morning, that's really going to taper off. That doesn't mean you won't still see some light snow showers and flurries for Friday morning, which is why we're also mentioning to be cautious on your Friday morning commute with this particular system. Then Friday by 9 a.m., winds coming out of the north, still having a mostly cloudy sky, and those snow showers really lingering in our northeast zone. So by Dubuque, Prairie du Chien before they move off to the east. This is what we're thinking with snow totals. We could have some heavy snow with this system, especially in our northern areas. So basically, if you drew a line from Dubuque down to Tama, and then north of that line, that's where we have the best chances for that heavy snow, 6 to 9 inches possible. South of Dubuque and Tama, we've got 3 to 6 inches. Now, places in that 3 to 6 inches area include Cedar Rapids and Iowa City along I-380. That's still a decent amount of snow, so you're still going to want to really be cautious with this system. This is snowfall through Friday morning, so this is through the entire system. And then further off to the south, like south of I-80 down by Washington, Mount Pleasant, that's where the least amount of snow is expected, so about trace to 3 inches of snow in the Washington, Mount Pleasant area. One thing to highlight is that this system is still a couple of days out. So the forecast is likely going to change. You're going to want to check back for updates for details on timing, and then we'll also update that snowfall forecast. So in the coming days, you're going to want to check back for updates. So what we know for with more certainty right now is that heavy snow is going to be possible with this system really between Thursday afternoon and into Friday morning. And along with that heavy snow, that's going to be because of a low pressure system. So that low pressure system could change its track. So if that low shifts any to the north or to the south, then that's going to change our timing and the amount of snow we're going to expect. The greatest area of uncertainty is areas farther to the south. So we'll have details on how far south that heaviest snow is going to be in the coming updates to the forecast. Finally, what you should do with this information, make sure to be a little flexible with your travel plans. So if you don't have to be anywhere between Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, it might be best to just stay put, whether that means going to the grocery store to get some extra food, just in case. That might be a good plan, just so you don't have to be out while the snow is heaviest. And again, stay up to date with the latest forecast. We'll of course have updates to that forecast. Joe will be on at 10 o'clock tonight, and Kai is going to be on in the morning show. And in addition to that, Kai is also going to be doing another YouTube Live for tomorrow morning to give you all the latest updates on this storm. Now, in addition to the end of the week storm, we actually have more snow expected this weekend. I know I'm like giving you all the happiest news as we head into March, but we do want to make sure you are prepared for this. So this weekend we could see some chances for snow Saturday evening, Saturday afternoon. This is a couple of days out again, so we'll have more details on the weekend system in the coming days, but this is something we are watching for this weekend. Then Saturday night into Sunday morning, we have more chances for some snow for Sunday morning. So a little bit of a wintry weekend expected. Then by Sunday evening, that snow starts to taper off a bit. We're going to go over everything just one more time for people who have just joined us. We're going to take a look at this winter storm watch that is in effect for basically everyone along and north of Highway 30. Tama County, you're not included in this yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if you get winter storm watch in the coming days, or even more advisories, and this will be updated in the coming days. This is for effect for Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. It's all because of a low pressure system that's going to move through the Midwest. This low pressure system really is going to stay to our south, but with these low pressure systems, if you're to the north of them, that's where you have that chance for snow. So snow possible Thursday afternoon, then the low moves further off to the east, and then we're still likely going to see some lingering snow early on Friday. Some more details with our timing. We have Thursday and Friday, that's really what we're looking at. This is a late week system. Thursday morning, not really seeing much in terms of impacts, but getting into Thursday afternoon, snowfall is going to likely develop and get heavy as we head into the mid to late afternoon. This means you're going to be likely seeing travel impacts beginning Thursday afternoon. Then next Thursday at 6 p.m., snowfall is going to likely continue. It's going to be pretty heavy at times, and this means your evening commute's likely going to be impacted for Thursday. So that means when you wake up Thursday morning and you don't see much happening on the roads and it's pretty smooth sailing, you don't want to let your guard down. Make sure you have an ice scraper in your car. Make sure you have a shovel in your car, because by Thursday evening we could see some heavy snow across the area. Now, Thursday night, still seeing some heavy snow, but then look at what happens Friday morning. The snow showers are going to start to move off to our east. Still seeing some lingering flurries and still likely going to see some impacts on the roads for your morning commute, so you're still going to want to take it cautious Friday morning. Let's go look at our pinpoint futurecast now. Thursday morning, not looking too bad. A couple of snow showers north and along Highway 20. Then as we head towards 9 a.m., we start to see that area of snow off to our west. Again, want to highlight that this forecast could change in the next couple of days, so give or take an hour or two on pinpoint futurecast. So by noon, we can see midday, we have snow starting to creep into the eastern Iowa area, mainly to the west of I-380. Then mid-afternoon Thursday, that heavy snow really is pretty much over all of eastern Iowa. Thursday evening, still seeing that heavy snow again. That's your evening commute you're taking a look at. Thursday night, still seeing the heavy snow. Then still seeing heavy snow at midnight, but after midnight, we start to see a little bit of a shift. That heavy snow starting to move off to the east in areas like Wisconsin, Illinois, Michigan. Then Friday morning, we're really just looking at some flurries on Friday morning and some light snow showers, especially in our eastern areas, so close to the Mississippi River like Dubuque or Prairie du Chien. Then by 9 a.m. Friday morning, still seeing those light snow showers. The best chance for those snow showers Friday morning, again, closer to the Mississippi River. Now, since heavy snowfall is possible with the system, we've got your snowfall forecast showing some high totals. In that darkest blue shaded area, 6 to 9 inches are possible. This is really north of a line. If you draw a line from Tama to Dubuque, north of that, that's where you're going to see the heaviest snow possible. And another thing to mention, especially with these March and spring systems, is that they usually have a lot more moisture with them. So that's why more snow is going to be possible with these March systems, is because we just have so much more moisture in our atmosphere, which is why we have these high totals. In the Cedar Rapids, Iowa City areas along the I-380 corridor, we're looking at about 3 to 6 inches, which is still enough to impact your travel, so you're going to want to be cautious out there. And then south of Iowa City, closer to Washington and Mount Pleasant, that's where the least amount of snow is expected for now, a trace to 3 inches. One other thing to mention is that we could also see some rain mixed in with that snow really south, so that is why we're going to see some lower snow totals further off to the south. One thing, again, have to highlight, the system still a couple of days away, which means we will have changes to this forecast. We'll have better ideas on exactly what timing we're going to see with this storm on Wednesday. So I really want to highlight what we know with more certainty for now. For now, we know that some heavy snow is going to be possible at times with this system, really between Thursday afternoon through Friday morning. It's going to be really dependent on where that low pressure system I showed you earlier goes. If that low pressure system shifts any to the north or any to the south, then the track of the heaviest snow will change. The most uncertainty we're looking at is the southern parts of this system. So if that low shifts any to the north or the south, the southern parts of our area will likely be impacted with that change in forecast. And then what you should do for now is really be flexible with your travel plans. You know, just plan ahead. If you have something that you don't necessarily have to do between Thursday afternoon and Friday morning, maybe reschedule it or cancel it. And also stay up to date with our forecasts. We are going to have updates to it. Joe is going to be on at 10 with more updates to your forecast, and Kyle will be in tomorrow morning to give updates to the forecast. And then we'll also have Kai in on YouTube for another YouTube Live for updates to the forecast tomorrow morning. Now, I know this is what everyone wants to hear, but we actually have more snow possible this weekend. This weekend system is even further out, so we have less details on it, but it looks like we could see some more snow really Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening, overnight seeing some snow, and then Sunday morning we could see some snow as well. And then getting through Sunday afternoon, that snow starts to taper off a little bit. I know this has been kind of a lot. Thank you so much for joining me for it. And again, Kai is going to be in tomorrow morning on air and online. He'll be on YouTube Live Wednesday morning with more forecast discussions. He'll also take questions from you guys. So if you have any questions, Kai will be able to answer those. And you can watch that also on our KCRG app or kcrg.com. Another thing with winter systems is that the First Alert Weather app is going to be something that's going to be a really excellent tool. We update the forecasts on the First Alert Weather app, and that's a great tool to have if you're really looking for updates in between the times we're on air and online. Thank you again so much for joining us. It's kind of been a long winter, and we're going to all stick with it, but spring is coming, and that's something I'm looking forward to. Until then, we'll keep you updated on all these wintry systems. Thank you so much for watching.